When Angels Come to Town is a 2004 Christmas film directed by Andy Wolk and written by Michael J. Murray, and this stars Peter Falk as Max. And this is actually the third film following on from A Town Without Christmas and Finding Christmas, both of which are really good films, definitely recommend them. And this one is pretty decent as well. Max, the angel, delivers a package where Sally works. He leaves it behind for her to discover. But unfortunately, he delivered it to the wrong person. He delivered it to 606, and it was meant to go to door number 909, or the other way on. I can't remember exactly. But he delivered it to the wrong address. So a character called Jo, who is Max's supervisor, and a really irritating character, but I'll talk more about her in a moment, comes down to rectify the problem. She no longer trusts him to do this right. But it turns out that Sally, who originally got the box, and the person it was meant for have a past connection, and it actually, everything ties together really nicely, whether it was an accident or otherwise. And I don't want to say anything else about it. I don't want to say what was in the box, what was in the parcel, or the significance of it. That's part of the film, the unraveling of the narrative. But it's all about families and relationships, and of course, our pasts and how they shape us today, and allowing this gift to guide various characters in a more favourable direction. That part of the narrative I really liked. In fact, I liked everything apart from two things. One is the character of Jo. She's played by Katey Sagal, really brilliant performance, but she's not behaving in a way that I would expect somebody to behave in her position. Basically, she starts to flirt with somebody, and it's just not a comfortable portrayal of an angel. Not just an angel, but an angel who's supposed to be Max's superior. And I just didn't think she was a very well-written character at all. I didn't believe the character. I didn't enjoy the character. I found her to be very, very irritating, so I really didn't like that. The other thing is a lot smaller and a lot briefer, but when Sally realises that Max, the customer at the store, has left behind this bag that contains this gift, this parcel, instead of putting it in the store's office, where it will be locked safely overnight for Max to presumably come and collect the next day when he realises he's left it, she takes it home. And I just lost all faith in the narrative at that point. Thankfully, I quickly regained faith in the narrative once I got over that and the fact that Jo was a poorly written character. But nobody would take home an item that has been left in the store by a customer, which is what she thought had happened, of course, and then open it. And that's just unbelievable and unrealistic. And then that coupled with the unrealistic writing of Jo as a character, the first maybe 20 minutes or so, I didn't time it, but I'd say the first kind of chunk of the film before the main narrative had a chance to properly kick in was kind of badly written. But after that, it's a beautiful film. Very well written. I don't think the flashback scenes were very well done. I can't really talk too much about those without giving anything away, but we have a couple of flashbacks, and at some point in the final third, there's quite a long flashback. And while it gives us an explanation, I don't think it was very well done. So it's not a perfect film, but I still enjoyed it. I still liked the concept. I still liked the story. It just definitely has some flaws. But in general, I would say I still enjoyed it. When Angels Come to Town is definitely worth watching, particularly if you've seen the previous two films, both of which, Finding John Christmas and A Town Without Christmas, I definitely recommend. So not perfect, definitely room for improvement, but in general, When Angels Come to Town is a pretty decent film.